everyone, I'm Zaki KEskich with Century 21 Bamber. Today I'd like to introduce to you my fellow guest, Keith Ute with Enrich Mortgage Group.
We've seen a lot of regulation and policy changes from lenders and the federal government over the past 18 months. Most recently, though, we've seen the regulation change that will allow a homeowner on their primary home, if they want to refinance and add a secondary suite and or backyard suite, we can refinance them up to 90% of that future value and use the market rents from those projected suites in their qualifying. So Purchase Plus Improvement Program is a little different. However, we still do have lenders that offer Purchase Plus improvements of up to $200,000 to be able to add renovations to a home, which can include a secondary suite, a garage suite. And so we are seeing some clients take advantage of that to help them be able to, afford a bigger home and help them to be able to pay their mortgage off faster. We're also seeing, when it comes to mortgage rates, the Bank of Canada has done their 6th consecutive rate reduction. Likely we're going to see them do that further, but we're seeing a lot of volatility in the markets and we're seeing that impact bond yields right now. So we'll see where fixed rates go, but we're seeing, rates on high ratio insured mortgages starting to hit the low fours, I saw 3.99% for a high ratio insured mortgage yesterday. So we'll see where rates continue to go, but right now we're seeing rates that are not outside the realm of what's typical for a mortgage rate in Canada. So what are some of the key pieces that buyers and sellers need to be aware of as they consider this current market or heading into the spring market?
Well, it's been a busy market since January. Now that the rates have dropped, buyers are very, very motivated. So we've seen a lot of activity. More inventory is coming to market. It's still a little bit tighter conditions with detached, semi-detached, and townhomes, but we are getting a substantial amount of inventory for apartments.
So for sellers, it's really important that they're pricing their properties
Absolutely.
correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you talk to your agent and do your due diligence and also prepare it well before you market it. For those that are looking to sell their property, depending on what type of home and price point you're at, we're looking at about 2 months of supply on the market right now. A few more properties come to market, but then again, when it's a good property and priced well, it does go quickly. So just be aware of what's going on in the market. Make sure you're up to date, you're informed. Know your budget, know where you want to be, and let's start shopping. I'm here to help you with that. 3 to 5 years ago, there was a few of us homeowners that have purchased a property with a really low interest rate. It was just under 2%. Now we're coming into a higher interest rate. How is it going to affect those buyers when they need to renew?
The saving grace is that when they got that mortgage, they had to qualify at a qualifying rate of at least 5.25%, most of them. There was a variance in that qualifying rate in that period of time. However, they qualified at that. So having to renew at a rate of 4% shouldn't feel daunting as far as their affordability, unless they've taken on a bunch of other debt. It feels daunting in paying the additional interest. But what's more important is that they talk to and find out and understand what the options, opportunities, and strategies are at renewal. It may not be just signing the renewal with the lender that they're currently with. Maybe there's other aspects. Maybe they need to consolidate some debt and we need to consider those options for consolidating debt. Or they want to implement a strategy like the Smith maneuver or equity to do renovations on a home. Those are things that we need to dive into each person's specific situation to make sure that they know what is possible for them. Investors are buying a lot of real estate in Calgary. What do you feel is important for investors to know about working with you in terms of looking for investment property here in Calgary?
I think it's important that they know that they have someone that they could trust, someone with experience, someone with access to a lot of resources like home inspectors, mortgage brokers, lawyers, the knowledge in the community and the surrounding areas of Calgary, rental rates. It's the entire picture that we're looking at. It's not just looking at the property. We're working with them as an investor. I've been investing in property for the last 30 years.
Over the past 22 years of investing myself, I've implemented the Smith maneuver. I've worked with clients in all variety and seen the many different fluctuations in the markets here in Calgary and in Alberta. And so I bring that knowledge and experience along with, being a certified real estate investment advisor and a certified financial life professional, as well as a certified Smith Maneuver mortgage professional, all into the pool when I'm working with a client to help them understand the best way to maximize their future wealth so that they're creating a financial wealth by design rather than by accident. And that's really what's most important, is having that conversation to find out where they are, where do they want to be, and how are we going to make it happen. Thank you, Zaki. It was a pleasure being here, and I thank you so much for asking me to come and give you this update today.